All right, everyone, welcome back to another unboxing brought to you by CoinJoiners Unlimited, the best place to get education and resources for learning how to invest in precious metals and a cryptocurrency called Bitcoin. Yes, that's the only cryptocurrency we recommend. And as always, I want to thank you for tuning in. Thank you for just supporting, honestly. This is where we're at. Things are really interesting in the world right now, and it's definitely good to stay informed and stay connected to a community of others who are interested in protecting their life savings and in growing wealth and getting education. Because if you're educated, you stand a better chance than if you're ignorant. So as always, these videos are live. So once it's unboxed and opened, it's not going to be reboxed and reopened. So these happen real time. And so if I say anything stupid, this is what it is. You're going to have to deal with it. And if any of my opinions offend you, good. Freedom of speech, baby. Freedom of speech. So anyways, we're going to get right into it. We're going to have some talking points so that way you guys can get educated while you're watching me open some of these awesome 2022 American Silver Eagles. They are the new, shouldn't say new, because halfway through the year they were transitioned over to this design. The original design of the American Silver Eagle, as I'm sure you know, is right here. You can see a Type 1. That's the traditional heraldic design. Of course, it's in a 70, so it's a perfect grade. Absolutely nothing wrong with that coin. And this is the Type 2. So about halfway through the year in 2021, they decided to redesign the back, which is called the reverse of the American Silver Eagle, and put the eagle on a tiny branch. And so I like it personally. I'm growing to like it. Originally, I was kind of, not super excited about it, because the first year they ever issued the Type 1, which is what we're going to call this, T1, was 1986. So from 1986 all the way to 2021, all of the American Silver Eagle coins are going to have this back on it. So if you ever see any fakes out there with anything prior to 2021, 2022 and beyond with this back on it, be very careful, guys. Be very careful. And that's why it's important to only buy from reputable dealers. Again, we're not a dealer. We're not wholesalers. We're not brokers, any of that stuff. We simply provide education and resources for new investors and seasoned investors to come in the market and just, get awesome stuff, which is what I specialize in, is awesome stuff. And we're going to get right into it. So these right here, what we're opening now, is just a case I ordered from Amazon. And I'm not going to shout them out, obviously. But it's a great way to protect your investment, right? So if you have American Silver Eagles and they're just sitting and rubbing up against each other, they're going to get damaged. And you obviously really want to stack and collect perfect grade coins, guys. Obviously some coins, they're going to get some toning, like this guy here. This is a beautifully toned coin right here. This is I opened up my storage locker in Hawaii. This is the year I was born, for anyone who's curious, 93. And it just had this beautiful bluing on the rim here. Just like gorgeous rainbow right down here by the sun. And I was really happy about that. Toning doesn't happen to every coin, but when it does, it's really remarkable, and it's something beautiful. So, beautiful. Put that right on top of there. That is a 2007 early release. It's a 69, so it's not a perfect coin. There's something wrong with that coin. And the reason why I had that coin in my stack is simply for one reason. If anybody remembers 2008, the housing market bubble, and that right there is just something that kind of brings to light what we're seeing in today's world with inflation. So when you have a centralized entity doing their best, but printing the money and deciding where the money goes, you have manipulation at the highest levels. And we talked about this before on my channel, is that the dollar is a Ponzi scheme. And as many of other people have said, you can't taper a Ponzi scheme. And this is very true, guys. This is something that, it's if you're not involved in the precious metals and Bitcoin market soon, you're going to lose all your purchasing power through inflation, guys. And I mean that in all sincerity. I want to see all my people prosper. I want to see all my people continuing to grow their wealth and have a savings account that isn't losing its purchasing power, because what's the point of saving your hard-earned time, which is what you're really doing when you put money away. You're putting your time away because you go to work for dollars. You invest time, and you get paid in dollars as a result. And if those dollars can be printed away, they're printing your time out. So it's literally theft of your time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need a couple more here. A couple more, and then we are gonna get into the real unboxing here, which is going to be fun. It's always nice to open some shiny metal, and we're going to encapsulate it up. Hands are nice and clean. Some of you guys out there might be saying, why are you wearing gloves? Well, we're only going to touch the rims of the coin, and we are going to make sure we don't smudge any fingerprints on the obverse or the reverse. Get right into it. So here we go. Pretty good. Sounds good so far. Nice packaging here. All right, we're gonna make sure we hide that invoice if it's showing. Okay, good. No invoice. All right. Let's see. All right. Hang on to the box. We go into the bubble mailer. I always like to open these as clean as I can because I don't sell coins, but I do have an eBay store, and sometimes this type of packing material starts to add up in cost, and if you can save it, you can cut down your costs. And as one of my mentors has said before, $1 saved is $1 earned. But guess what, guys? It's still $1. You want to know what a real dollar looks like? I pulled this guy out before we get into this. I pulled this guy out to show people what a dollar used to look like in this country. This is a Morgan silver dollar, and this is what we used to use as currency in this country. And this is a really cool example. Basically, a dollar used to buy you a lot. It used to buy you your milk, your bread, your eggs, your gas, pretty much everything, until they started printing more money in the form of dollars, and they removed us completely off a silver and gold standard. Right around 1964 was right around when they started, just Gresham's law took effect, and they started just money backed by nothing, basically backed by the full faith and trust. A lot of people say it's the petrodollar, other people call it a war dollar, based on the military industrial complex, because we have a strong army. Strong military means we're going to have a strong dollar. Well, it's unfortunate that people in this country who are blessed to be in, I would say, one of the greatest countries in the world, because we have a dollar that's the global reserve currency of the world, losing their buying power, losing their purchasing power because of oh wow, I did not know they were going to send it in a sealed tube like this. Well, that's over. The show's over, folks. We're gonna leave it just like this. I really like this tube. I'm not gonna play around with it, or maybe it is. Did they already break it? Yeah. So they sent it inside of so these come out of a monster box. If you guys don't know what a monster box is, message me. If you got some deep pockets, deep dollars, and you don't know what to do with all the paper and ink rectangles, and you want to put it into some real assets, message me, and I'll get you guys some more information about that. But I'm just going to actually rip this because it looks like, yeah, they already broke the seal, and then they put 10 in there, so we can count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to rip this open, and we're going to put at least one of them inside of the, they just put a piece of tape over it, so it's no biggie. Let's see here. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see. So the most valuable coin, American Silver Eagle coin, in an NGC holder, and again, this is from Coin Economics. It's in public website. Most valuable American Silver Eagle, which is basically this right here, ever sold in an NGC slab was a 1991 MS70, which is a perfect grade, and it sold for $34,500, guys. So this 1 ounce coin, if it's the right date and it's the right grade, these can carry a massive premium. And premiums really kind of are new to the industry because, for me anyways, I've only been stacking for 8 years now. And the thing is that when I first started stacking, I was a stacker of, I only buy closest to spot. I just want to get closest to spot. I don't care what it looks like. I'm just trying to get my stack up, in a sense, to, you know, increase my weight. Because when you start understanding that the monetary system that we live in America is a Ponzi scheme, you're going to want to store your wealth in gold and silver, which ultimately is money. If anybody asks me, oh, what's gold and silver? I'm going to tell you, it's money. Wow, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the luster on that. Perfect. So I'm just going to take one of these out of here just because I really want to see what it looks like in capsule. I did buy these capsules specifically for this, thinking that they would come in these sleeves here, but they didn't. They actually sent me a tube, which I'm really happy and grateful for because this makes it a lot easier to store the metal. So I'm going to just take one of these out of here. I'm going to be very careful because a lot of dealers and long-term stackers just call this bullion. To me, it's not bullion. I do believe these are coins, and I do want to do everything I can to, you know, ensure that the coin stays in the best condition possible, because it is a coin. It's legal tender. And coming back to the premiums, these carry a heavy premium over spot, and the reason is because they are scarce, and when the dealers are out of them, you know, they can't get them. They're going to, wow, sorry guys, just a little bit in awe right here of this. They're going to buy them back for you for spot plus. Right now, on average, it's spot plus $8 for one of these guys here. And, you know, some people say, oh, that's too much. It's too much for, you know, just a 1 ounce coin. This right here, by the way, is this is their new security feature. It's just missing one read. Now, I don't know if that's really going to deter people from trying to fake these, but, you know, it is what it is. That's their security feature. They're going to remove a read from the edge of the coin to allow people who don't have Sigmas, who don't have an Olympus machine, to verify that this is a 1 ounce American Silver Eagle. It's pure silver and it's authentic. So that's why I obviously love NGC here, because it's slabs. You know, you can type that serial number into NGC Verify and prove that this is a genuine, authentic American Silver Eagle. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to slide this in the case here. And then let's see how well they do. I just ordered these guys, so bear with me here. It's my first time using one of these black rim guys here. Let's see. Just want to see how it looks. It's a tight fit, that's for sure. Let me do it this way instead. Let me go rim, coin, and then case. Beautiful. Awesome. Very nice. So coming back to the premium is for scarcity, guys. You know, if everyone's got it, they're not going to pay you a premium. They already have it in stock. If they're a dealer, they don't need what you have. And if it's available on the market, you know, it's whoever's got the lowest price that people are going to go for. But when it's scarce, there's a premium, and that's why you can see with inflation why Rolexes are going up in value. Even used cars are going up in value. Housing is up in value. Even silver. I remember when I first started stacking, I used to pick these 1 ounce American Silver Eagle coins up for like between 17 to 20 bucks a piece. And nowadays, you'd be hard pressed to find one of these for sub $33. Really hard pressed. And, you know, it's really important that people understand it's not so much about, you know, whether or not it costs 35 or 33 or 40 or whatever it costs. It's the fact that it's government issued, it's recognizable, guys. This is the most recognizable coin, especially if you live in America, for a 1 ounce silver coin, or round, you can call it, in this shape. And that just adds to the desirability of it. People want what they can recognize. People want what, is effectively something that they can verify as authentic. So that's it, guys. This is our 2022 Type 2. We should call it the only type now moving forward, because this will be the back of the coin in 2023, 2024, as far as I know. And obviously that is a little different than our prior years. This right here is a 2017, and that's obviously got the heraldic back. But we are gonna, let's see here. We'll do a few more and we'll keep talking here. So we've discussed the first year of issue with 1986. And they've been doing these coins ever since, guys. And obviously they're not circulated coins. These coins are basically just, for investment grade only. And, if you don't have any of these coins and you're deep into Shiba Inu coin, you're deep into, Dogecoin and whatnot, you need to get education. You need to really address your portfolio, because you have some major leaks in your boat. And I'm not saying that, you shouldn't be invested in the stock market, or you shouldn't be invested in Shiba Inu coin, or, any other investment grade product. I'm just saying, like, you need to look at some risk insurance for your portfolio, guys. And if you have hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency and you don't have a single American Silver Eagle, and you don't even know what it is, or why it's valuable, I'm telling you guys, you really need to message me right away, because there's some serious education that's required, and time investment and money investment for you to get to the point where you're in a safe place again. Because although I do believe in Bitcoin, I've been holding Bitcoin since late 2015, early 2016, and I've been a believer in the asset since really deeply since 2018 is when I started to really understand that technology. I always have and always will stack silver and gold. And the reason is because it's risk insurance. If there's any calamity anywhere in the world, and, you are not protecting your wealth in the form of God's money. And again, these coins, I believe, say it right on there. In God we trust. It literally says, in God we trust. It doesn't say in the Fed we trust. It doesn't say this is legal tender for all debts, public and private. It says in God we trust, guys. And so God is real. And, I believe in God. And, to the people out there who want something that's God's money, you're not going to find you'd be hard pressed to find a better form of God's money than gold and silver, guys. It's literally the work that it takes to get this in this physical form like this. It's undervalued at $35 an ounce, guys. I'm just going to say it like that. I'm not a moon boy. I'm not going to say gold and silver are going to go up forever. But what I am going to say is that you need to have a position in these metals, guys. And if you don't, you are going to be very, very upset as things continue down this path of inflation. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the Great Reset. And, it's just, now's the time. Now is the time to start educating yourself, start dollar cost averaging, and, putting some money into other investment grade products, and buying stuff that's going to be here after you're gone. Like the paper dollars, they're going to deteriorate. It's not durable. Your stocks, maybe those companies will be around in 100 years, but probably not, right? Guess what will be around in 100 years? Silver and gold. And the unique thing about gold is that, right, it's the only yellow metal, and it's the only monetary metal, but all the gold ever mined is still above ground, right? So we have a situation where there's no real supply shortage. It's just who wants to sell it when they know it's just going to keep going up year after year. Gold has gone from 100 to 800, and then to 2000, back down to about 1100. You can see that right there. It's not a 70, guys. You can see the nick in it right there. This is why it's really awesome to buy slab coins like this. But yeah, you can see why someone would kind of be not really interested in selling their gold coins or silver, because it's just going to keep going up, right? So why would you sell something you know is going to keep going up? And so shout out to all the dealers out there. Shout out to Oviedo Rare Coins. Shout out to Flippin' Metals, who's the guy who I got this from. And shout out to all the dealers out there that are you know, down with the you know, I'll scratch your back, you scratch my back kind of thing, because there are some a-hole dealers that literally don't want to give you any information. They don't want you to spend any money with them. They just want to hoard it and keep it away from, you know, the masses. Me, I'm all for it. I think people should protect their life savings using digital currencies like Bitcoin specifically, and gold and silver. So, wow, that looks beautiful. That one right there is almost like an Ultra Cameo. That's 2017 right there. It's really shining, gorgeous. So, and as you can see, guys, just one more time, I'm going to point this out for you. Here's your original Type 1 heraldic back, and here's your new 2022 Type 2 back, okay? And again, for reference, here's both in a 70. And there they are. Very cool. Thank you guys for, if you've been watching this long, for sticking around. Thank you for supporting CoinJoiners. CoinJoiners Unlimited, best place to get education. Invest in education before you invest in the market, guys. Beautiful. So, yeah, we're almost finished here. I'm gonna box these 4 up. I mean, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 more, and then in these little flips here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna call it a day. So we kind of discussed inflation. We discussed premiums a little bit. Now, if you're new to stacking, you don't even have a single American Silver Eagle, you don't have any gold, you don't have anything like that, guys, this is the best place to start. You know, you can start low premium, generic rounds, buffaloes, APMEX, hand poured, this kind of that stuff. But everyone's stack, the most liquid, the best thing to keep in your stack, I can tell you guys for a fact, is American Silver Eagles. And I know this because I remember buying American Silver Eagles for, let's just keep it average, 20 bucks. 20 bucks for an American Silver Eagle, just like this, in a nice container like this for 20 bucks. And you used to be able to buy them like from guys on, you know, Craigslist. Nowadays, those days are over with. Finding metal in the wild is over with. You're either buying it from bullion dealers or the big 600-pound gorillas, APMEX, SD Bullion, JM Bullion. Sorry, I want to keep these separate, the 2022 separate from the, okay, good. Yeah, so if you guys don't have any of these and you don't know why these are valuable, or you're only stacking for weight, you need to get American Silver Eagles. And I'm not selling you guys American issued currency for any specific reason. I'm just saying, like, this should be we'll call it a blue chip, or we'll call it a vital part of your stack. If you don't have Eagles in your stack, they're the most liquid, they're the most recognizable, you are making a mistake. And yeah, I get it, the premiums can seem a little bit ridiculous on them to pay, you know, $35 an ounce when silver is only 22 bucks. But I'm telling you guys, these are the most liquid, these are the most recognizable, these are what everyone wants. Like, buffaloes are cool and all, but this is government issued, guys. This has a face value. And I get it, if shit really hits the fan, people are gonna say, well, I don't care if it's, you know, got a, you know, princess on it, or, you know, it's got a, you know, they don't care, right? But this is money, guys. It's money. It's legal tender, you know? So obviously no one's going to be dumb enough. Maybe I was when I was a young buck, but no one's going to be dumb enough to go and spend these as money. But I'll tell you guys right now, this right here is a gorgeous coin, and people in other countries are jealous that we can use Ponzi scheme, fiat, Federal Reserve notes to buy this when, you know, they can't even afford sometimes to get clean water and you know, live a half-decent life. So there you go. There it is. By the way, in Venezuela, this right here will buy someone's family 6 months worth of food. So in Venezuela, where the Bolivar is literally clogging up the sewer drains because they printed so many of them. Obviously, we don't have that problem in America. If you find, you know, some $10 bill on the ground, you're gonna go and be able to spend it. But in Venezuela, they printed so much. We have a digital problem right now. We have a digital dollar problem, and basically the Fed can add numbers to the supply digitally and avoid printing money, which is the base money. But all in all, inflation is inflation. And Milton Friedman said it best. He said, let me think about this quote. I gotta really make sure I quote him correctly, because it's gold. He said, inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomena, right? So people, when it happens, they don't get it. They're like, what is going on here? Why is my gas bill going up? Why does it cost more for electricity? Why is, why do I have to spend $15 for a meal as opposed to, $18? And as opposed to $10 or $8. And the reason why is because expansion of the money. If you print more money, there's more supply. You're going to need more of those paper rectangles to buy what you need. And that's why you should buy these, guys. You need to buy these because right now you're spending $33 to get one of these. In the future, I didn't even cover this. Silver is not only a monetary metal, it's also an industrial metal. So a lot of the silver that's been mined out of the ground through the mining process, which takes a lot of proof of work, just like Bitcoin, has been put back in the ground in the form of TVs and tablets and computers and basically in industry. You use silver solder. And so silver is actually very scarce. And I was listening to a guy from Lauderdale by the Sea, and he is a coin shop owner. He's been in the game for 40 years. Shout out to, I gotta get his name, but shout out to him. He's a great dealer. And he was saying silver is like a hyper greyhound that's been leashed. So what's going to happen if you send all of his greyhound friends off to the races and they start running? Housing runs up and stocks are running up and cryptos are running up. When people wake up to more inflation and more mistakes from the Fed, and they start realizing that this thing is really like the Wizard of Oz. You got some old crazy guy just pulling levers from behind a curtain, and he really has no control over anything. He just kind of appears to. When people really start waking up to this, guys, these right here, I could see these trading. And again, I'm not a moon boy. I don't want to see this because it would take a lot of chaos in the world to get to this price. But these are going to trade at $500. You can put this at $50 and then add a zero on the top of it. And it makes sense too, because $500 is right around a weekly salary for most people. This was a week's pay. An ounce of silver was a week's pay back in the day, guys. This is what you earned right here. This is a week's worth of food, And a $20 gold piece, a 1 ounce gold piece was, like pretty much a month's worth of food. Now an ounce of gold is what, $2,000? It's expensive. So get in now. Get into silver now. And another cool thing about silver is that if you stack silver like this, and you decide, hey, my stack's a little too heavy. I really think that it's time, for me to lighten it up, which happened to me personally when I decided to move to Hawaii. Was I decided that it's time to liquidate some of this and get some gold. Gold is very light, guys. You can hold $50,000 worth of gold in your hand like this. It's very light, and it really complements gold very well. So again, these are the American Silver Eagle Type 1 and Type 2. And these right here, your dealers, when they're scarce, like we've seen the past 2 years, they will trade you guys these for gold eagles or gold buffaloes, as seen here. So, it's something to stack that anybody can afford. And I highly, highly recommend it, guys. We're getting to the end of this video here. I covered the first year of issue, 1986. That's just some free information for you guys. Great year to if you have any in your stack. It's awesome. Covered the most valuable American Silver Eagle from an NGC capsule to ever sell. It's $34,500, which is crazy. I covered the difference between Type 1 and a Type 2. And we unboxed a half tube of the 2022 American Silver Eagles from APMEX here, and I'm really grateful that they sent it to me in this tube like this. I love these tubes. They come straight out of monster boxes. let's see here. We discussed premiums and scarcity, and yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for liking, commenting on it. If you have any questions, I'll definitely happily answer them. And thank you for subscribing, of course, because I'm going to be doing a lot of these videos. In fact, I already have my next one planned out. It's going to be a really good one, brought to you by Jesus Christ and the KJV version of the Bible, guys. If you're not reading this book, or you don't own one of these books, you really should. This book has stood the test of time, and it's got a lot of great wisdom in it. In fact, this book mentions silver and gold like hundreds of times, guys. And so if you're one of those crypto fanatics who are like, no, gold and silver are dead, it's a rock, it's not worth anything, wake up. Just, that's all I have to say is wake up. And on the flip side of that, if you're an old gold bug or an old silver bug, and you haven't transitioned to setting up a private banking system, learning about Bitcoin, accepting Bitcoin, and storing away Satoshis for the future, you've been proven to be wrong already. I mean, Bitcoin has way outpaced gold and silver, guys, and it is not going away anytime soon. I opened the Bitcoin Rocket on our channel last time, and that was an amazing coin. I'll show it to you guys one more time. That was an amazing coin. This is one of 5,000. And I'm telling you guys, Bitcoin, as long as the power is on, as long as, electricity keeps going up in price, Bitcoin is going to keep going up in price. The demand is going to keep going up globally. And obviously, if you've been through my 5-week course, the supply is not going up, and it's very fixed. So that's kind of all we have for you guys today. Again, this has been the unboxing of the 2022 Type 2 American Silver Eagles with the new reverse. And I want to thank you guys again for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or just message me directly. I will be happy to answer any questions. And if anyone's interested in learning more about the services we offer, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. God bless you all in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Take care. Peace out.